Okay, all right. I'll start off just talking about hardware quickly because some of these settings will help you, but regardless, like hardware is going to be the most important thing for Tarkov. If you want to upgrade your PC, upgrade your CPU and your RAM. This is a CPU RAM bound game. Do not buy a 4090. If you have like a 20 series or higher, like you're fine. You can get 100 FPS on a 10 series card if you're playing 1080p if you got the right hardware. It's very important. The first thing I would do is, as a group, let's do this. Press Control Shift Escape on your keyboard. Control Shift Escape and open up your task manager. Now, while in your task manager, I would recommend that you go to the Performance tab. Boom. Right here, and click on Memory. While in Memory, you're going to go right here and check Speed. If your speed says 2133 or like 1000 or something like that, your XMP for your RAM is not enabled, which means your RAM is not working properly, which is chokeholding your entire PC. You have to go enable XMP. You can Google how to enable XMP and leave that in your second monitor and go back to that when you're done. That is very important. Next, regardless of any other settings, in your sound, binaural audio, for some people, will tank the fuck out of your FPS without doing anything. I would go into an offline game, right? Go into an offline mode, test what your FPS is on like customs or some shit, and then disable binaural audio, restart your game, and test your FPS. If it goes up by a huge jump, I would just leave it off, personally. Next thing is in your launcher, right here, your launcher. All right, next, go into your launcher, right? Click here, and then I gotta close my game to do this. Hold on. We got launcher. All right, go here. First thing you're gonna do, go to your logs folder. This shit might be full. Literally, all you're gonna do is press Control A and delete every single folder, and then go to your recycle bin and delete every folder. You don't need these. These are useless. Delete them. They've been saving since you downloaded this game. What does that do? It gets rid of folders that you don't need. Now, after you get rid of all of that, go here and then go to clear cache. Clear your cache. You click one button. That's it. Clear cache. All right. Okay. This one is a tiny bit advanced. You're going to go to your Windows search bar. Type DISK. That is disk cleanup. Right? We're going to go to disk cleanup on Windows. Right? And select the drive your Tarkov's installed on. Mine is my C drive. Hit OK. All right. Now, there's a decent amount of stuff in here. It doesn't really matter what you select. The only thing we care about is this. DirectX shader cache. This right here. Anything else you can get rid of, you don't have to check. I check the download files, temp files, but DirectX shader cache. You're going to hit clean up system files. All right. You do the same thing again. It's going to clean up everything you selected. This will get rid of old, outdated shaders on your PC. That's it. So when you hit OK and you hit delete, and then the game will re-download the shaders when you get in, and it'll only download the ones it needs. I do this for every major update. The next one is go to the Windows search bar and go to graphics settings. Graphics settings. Okay? This is what it looks like if you're on Windows 10. You're going to turn on hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Turn this on. And then what you're going to do is browse your apps. You go to your drive. When you hit browse, right, you go desktop app, browse. You're going to go to battlestategames. Easy enough. Okay. EFT. Then go to the Tarkov EXE and you're going to hit add. You add that, right? It's here. And then all you're going to do is go to options and make it high performance. Now, the next thing, you're going to go to your documents, right? Go to File Explorer. You're going to go to your C drive or whatever your Tarkov is, right? You're going to go to Battlestategames, EFT, Tarkov EXE. Right-click on this, Properties. You're going to go to, I think it's Compatibility. Compatibility, disable full screen optimizations. Disable full screen optimizations. So all of that should help. You can also do this. You can go to the Nvidia control panel. Now, these are my settings for Tarkov and Nvidia control panel. To get here, right-click, Nvidia control panel, manage 3D settings, program settings, you can add Tarkov. These are all in my Discord. I'm not going to sit through here and have you guys copy every single one from here. These are all in my Discord. If you want to copy these, they're in my Discord. These give me FPS increase. That is up to you. These are in my Discord. All you got to do is do the same thing we've been doing. You go to add, then you pick Escape from Tarkov EXE. There are other things you can do to boost your FPS. For example, I use an auto RAM cleaner. This is called Intelligent Standby List Cleaner right here. It purges RAM that is currently not being used by any program that's left over, which would be used by Tarkov, a system that is notorious for memory leaks, right? If you want to use this, all my settings are in my Discord for this. It's one of those like good softwares, but there you go. This one helped me a ton with memory leak. If you don't have 32 gigs of RAM, I'd recommend upgrading ASAP. It is huge. It is actually like one of the best things you can do. It is so good. Okay. It is so good. It is so good. Anyway, we don't need this anymore. What you're gonna do is press your Windows key and your R key at the same time. It's going to open what's called run. You're going to paste what I just pinned, sysdm.cpl, and run and hit enter. Is this safe? No, this will blow your computer. You're gonna paste this into your run, and then you hit a OK, and it opens it up. All right. Then you're going to go to the Advanced tab. Once you are here, you're going to go to Settings. Okay, now what you're gonna do is go to Advanced once you are here. What we're gonna do is change our virtual memory. So what your virtual memory is when your RAM is filled up, it's going to use your drive as more RAM. So we're going to let us use more of our drive for more RAM. Does that make sense? Because Tarkov uses up probably all of your RAM right now. The memory leak is crazy. So we're going to increase how much of our drive Tarkov can use so it has more RAM to use, right? I set mine to 100K max. Put the minimum to whatever you want. I put maximum size 100K. I've been at 100K. You can make yours whatever you want. Honestly, like 100K I thought was fun. It's like a decent number. Just make it big number. 100K, 50K, 70K. 100K is fun. And then all you do is hit OK. Easy enough. This is the last thing I'll run through. This is a program called Process Lasso. Okay? What this does is manage how your CPU interacts with everything on your PC. This is a really, really, really good program because in Escape from Tarkov, there is a setting called Use Physical Course. The problem with this setting is this setting only works for one raid. When you turn it on, it'll work for the first raid, and then to make it work again, you have to turn the setting off, close your game, open your game again, turn the setting back on, load into a new raid, turn the setting off, close your game, load your game again, turn the setting. The setting does not work. Tarkov cannot utilize threads. It only utilizes physical cores. What we do is this setting, I have it on physical cores, but it doesn't work. Okay? So what you do is you have your shit open, your little process Lasso. Okay? This works insane for Ryzen's and really good for Intels. I will leave a link for this. The program is free. I do not pay for it. All you have to do is open up your Tarkov, and you see where it says escape from Tarkov.exe, right? All I do is I click on this. I right click, go to CPU affinity, always, and disable SMT. If you have a Ryzen, it will say SMT. If you have an Intel, it will say hyperthreading. This setting alone gave me 40 frames in my game. But again, this is a hardware-based game. Even if you have hardware, you should gain some frames, but not all CPUs can hyperthread. But I would still check it, and I will link that. The program runs on start. It runs on start, and when I exit, it goes to my system tray. But okay. Disable SMT, or you would disable hyperthreading, whichever one pops up for you. Okay. That's everything I do to boost my system. And again, if your RAM is below 2130, it's 2133 or lower, you can enable your XMP, bro.